I think we're prepared to live the lie, to tell people their water is safe when it's not. We've got this dirty secret in this country, and the dirty secret is we're third world when it comes to drinking water.
Be careful, don't drink it. I say don't drink the water, don't give it to your children, go get a lead test.
People here need help. Clean drinking water. That's the number one thing on this earth. Water. H2O. Water.
Spit it out, spit it out.
And if you don't have that clean and you drinking poison, that's bad.
This is the first I've ever heard of this compound halosan being used in municipal drinking water systems. The EPA has not confirmed its safety.
Painkillers, blood thinners, and chemotherapy drugs are just some of the substances that are found in your drinking water. There's new information that some drugs are ending up in our water at levels never seen before.
But how do human drugs get into the environment in the first place? When you apply medication on your skin, part of it will always wash off. And when you take drugs, some is absorbed or changed by your body, while some is excreted unchanged. It all ends up in the wastewater treatment plant. There are around 3,000 pharmaceutical compounds on the market, and treatment plants deal well with some and not so well with others. So some drugs always make it into the rivers, and some remain in the treatment sludge, which is often used as fertilizer in agriculture.
But many hospitals do pour unused medicine down the drain. More than 100,000 tons of pharmaceutical waste is dumped each year by the healthcare industry. Much of it ends up in waterways and drinking supplies, which early research shows could cause antibiotic-resistant germs and possibly cancer.
They're very low in concentrations. On the other hand, we have to be concerned because there's a mixture of these drugs that we're being exposed to in drinking water, and so that's some cause for concern.
Add to that the commonly held belief that we're supposed to flush leftover prescriptions down the toilet, and you get effects on wildlife, such as three-eyed fish, according to some studies. Most wastewater treatment facilities, including Lansing's, can't remove every leftover drug particle, so prescription take-back events like the one at the Capitol are especially important.
LSD, psilocybin, DMT.
What we need to recognize is that in order for us to have the highest quality of life, that first stems from the quality of water that we start drinking. From the glass that we go to bed with to the glass that we wake up with, or what we're having at lunch, that depends strongly on the quality that we have and represents the quality of life we have. And if we're drinking just regular tap water with highly infested pharmaceutical agents, we have antidepressants, we have anti-anxiety medications, antipsychotics, we have birth control medications that are present, even though in microdoses, that still has some systemic effect on our body. And I believe strongly that in order for us to live our greatest potential, we have to first start with the essence of life. The quality of water that we're drinking needs to start off with clean, quality water. And so for myself, what I'll do is that I have an 8 to 9 stage filtration system. I think it costs maybe about $250, $300. And it cleans out all the pesticides, all the heavy pollutants, the metals, the chloride, the fluoride, all those specific compounds that, or even lead, let's just say, that are in the pipes, all that gets cleaned out. And what I have is just water in and of itself. So what I'll do is that due to the fact that it gets demineralized and destabilized to a certain point that it's just clean water, I have to add it back in with some form of trace minerals. So what I'll do is I'll put in probably 5 to 10 drops of it. It's got magnesium. It is, I think, 72 different kind of minerals in here specifically. This is by Trace Minerals, and it's got every single mineral you pretty much need. You don't need too much high of a dose due to the fact that the magnesium can give you a bit of diarrhea. But what I'll do in essence with that is add in sea salt. I'll add in some sea salt, a small amount. I prefer that over Himalayan salt due to the fact that the Himalayan salt has a little bit higher content of iron, and I don't want the iron overload. So I'll just stick to regular sea salt, add in the trace minerals, and then I'll have a very clean source of water, and I definitely notice a big difference. in just how I feel. If I'm drinking, you can actually taste the quality, and on top of it, just overall how you're feeling. And let's just say, for example, you do not have the money to get a filtration system. You can still get those Britas, anything to just get a little bit of the shit out of your water, to be clear and frank. If you can't do that, what I'd recommend next is at least get a gallon pitcher, glass pitcher of water. And what you could do with that is put the water, fill it up to the brim, even if it's tap water, and leave it for 24 to 48 hours, and the chloride will evaporate out of it. So, there's still things you can do with the money that you have or whatever resources you have to drink better quality water. And that's the essential. You have to recognize that this is what it starts from. Your health first starts from the quality of water that you're going to be drinking. From the moment you wake up, the first thing you should be drinking is clean water, essential to your health. And if you're having water filled with, even xenoestrogens from the plastic, that is affecting your hormonal levels. That is affecting your testosterone as a man. And you have to recognize that the cleaner the water that you have, the less crap, the less lead, the less pollutants, you're going to feel a lot better. You're not going to have to do the detoxes. You're not going to have to go to, get bloods withdrawn and checking your heavy metal exposures, because a lot of this heavy metals stems from the quality of water that you're drinking. If you got a clean source, if you're cleaning out the water that you're drinking, obviously there's systems, a few $1,000s to clean out your water. But let's start off first with just the essentials, the basics. What can we do right now that today we're drinking a little bit better? And obviously you can do your research. You can look into deeper about the quality water that you're drinking. My opinion on spring water, I think it's a great option, but you have to look out for acidic rain, definitely in the regions that the water was taken from, because some of the water from spring water can have pollutants in it. It can have acid rain. It could have, radiation exposure. Like, these are the things that aren't really talked about in the mainstream news, but it is something that needs to be taken into account. So other than that, guys, start off with essentials. Basic water. If you cannot get a system, get a glass pitcher, leave it out to 24 to 48 hours. The chloride evaporates. Just start there. That's the first thing you can do. And as well, the water that you're drinking. Make sure to even the bathroom, the shower, have some filtration for that, because when you're taking a shower, all that chloride is going on your body. If you're taking hot baths, you're getting exposed to all those pollutants as well. So first off, with the water that you're drinking, start with that, and then transform your life with other transformations, with shower filters to the water that you're drinking. It all starts off with micro steps, and you'll definitely notice a huge change in your health and well-being. So other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Until next time, peace.